Hi, and welcome to another Excel demo with Rich Kerr. In this scenario, I'm going to do a follow-up to a previous video that talked about the new dynamic array function called filter. And we're going to extend that with using multiple criteria. So here's the scenario. I've got a bunch of orders from row 1 down to row 201. And I've got some columns of data. And I'd like to be able to dynamically extract out the records that match multiple criteria. Now, to simplify my process, in advance, I've named the range of data order info. So that range A2 through H201 is called order info. My range with the order dates is called order dates. My range called locations is all that data in D. And then we have a range called products, which are all the products being sold. And that's in column F. Now, you don't have to use named ranges for this function, but it certainly simplifies the syntax. Here we go. I'd like to find all the orders that were sold in Dallas where the product was also ice cream and the order date was before December 31st of 2019. And you can see this order list starts November 1st of 2019 through May 18 of 2020. So I'm going to start my formula off right here. Maybe I'll drop down a little bit to create some separation. I'm going to go to cell G5 and I'll say equals filter, open paren. And my array is called order info. So that is that range of data. Again, you do not have to use a named range. I want to emphasize that, but it's something that I enjoy doing in my formulas. So order info is my array, comma, and the include component is where you write your filter expression, and it can have multiple components. So in this scenario, I'll do a single criteria first just to refresh you on how that works. If I just wanted to find all the orders that were in Dallas, we could say locations, and remember that's the data in column D, equals J2. Now there's an optional component where you could enter a value to be returned if there is no Dallas entry in the list. We can say not found. But now in this case, there of course are Dallas entries, and so it returned all those results. Now if I change this to say, let's say we change this to Pensacola, it says not found. So no results for Pensacola, okay? Now I'm going to switch this maybe to Miami for now. Okay, so switch that to Miami, and we have all the Miami entries. Now for aesthetics, I'm going to copy these headers and just paste them on top here just for the appearance of the data. It doesn't obviously affect my formula that I wrote below, but it makes it a little bit more presentable. Well, let's say we want to crank it up a notch, and I just wanted to find the Miami orders where we sold ice cream. So I'm going to go back to this original formula, and I've got my single criteria, locations equals J2. What we're going to do is put that inside a set of parentheses. And if you've ever done any array formulas in the past, you might be familiar with the fact that using the multiplication symbol allows you to combine arrays with which you're doing criteria values. So if I do multiplication and then open paren products, that's my range in column F, is equal to K2. So that multiplication symbol in this circumstance is to be taken not as multiplication. It's not a wildcard like in a filter criteria where you're searching for partial text matching. This is telling your formula to combine the circumstances where the two criteria are both true. So we only want the rows where Miami is the location and ice cream is the product. I hit my enter key, and of course we get a smaller data set. We have the rows where the location is Miami and the product is ice cream. Now let's take this a little bit further. Perhaps I only want to see the orders that happened before the end of 2019. And we can kind of eyeball it and see that there were 3 there. But how would we do that in our formula? Well, we can simply go after the last criteria quantity and do another multiplication symbol open parentheses, and I have my range called order dates. And this time I'm going to type less than or equal to L2. So all three array-based criteria have to be true to match my filter. So I hit my enter key, and we now have the three records where the order date was before December 31st of 2019, the location was Miami, and the product was ice cream. You can also experiment with values that don't equal a given criteria. So let's say I want to find everything sold in Miami that was not ice cream. So I'll go back into my original formula, and for products, I'm going to use the less than, greater than together, which is a way to say not equal to. So I should now get all the products sold in Miami before 12/31/2019 that are not ice cream. And it looks like there were 2 lasagna orders sold during that time frame. Okay. Now let's take this a little bit further. Let's say I wanted to find all of the sales that were in Miami where the product was, or let's do it like this. Let's say all Miami sales or ice cream sales. So it could be Miami, but we don't care the product. It could be ice cream, and we don't care what the location was, and we don't care about the date at all. So I'm going to come back into my formula. I'm going to remove the order dates must be less than or equal to L2. And so I'm back to 2 criteria arrays here where the location needs to be Miami, and we have the product needs to be ice cream. If I change that asterisk to a plus symbol, now you're saying or. You're saying either the location is Miami or the product is ice cream. And if we check this, we'll see that it didn't work. What did we do wrong here? Yeah, we still said not equal to ice cream. So I wanted to switch it back to equals. That's my mistake. There we go. So, hey, nothing like having to correct the error during the video, and there's a learning opportunity there. So, again, we want location is equal to Miami or product is equal to ice cream. And there we go. So we have Atlanta as a location, but it matches because it's ice cream. Here's a record where it matches on both criteria. Another record where the location is not Miami, but it is ice cream. Here's a record where it's Miami, but it's not ice cream. So as you can see, this is pretty powerful stuff. So you can use this to dynamically extract data from your list using the plus symbol and the multiplication symbol along with other criteria to get your results. I hope you find this useful. Please check in soon for more videos with Rich Kerr about Excel. Have a productive day. Peace.